Mamba Edition version, guys, came out this morning at 9 a.m. It's currently available on the club's official store, but for those who usually order from Nike, it's also currently available on Nike. Personally, I just ordered. This time, I didn't see the in-store pickup option, so it's going to be delivered directly to my home. So now, I'll let you guess in the comments who I printed. If you guys follow my videos, you should know, but right now, guys, on Nike, there's only League One printing, there's no Champions League printing. We have an agreement with Kobe Bryant's brand until 2027-2028 and the team will present its away jersey against FC So on Thursday. Because in case some of you still haven't made the connection, it's Kobe's brand. Kobe is a big Barca fan, so Barca is paying tribute to him by doing this collaboration until 2027-2028. He's getting a little rest and honestly guys, tell me what you think. Personally, I think the jerseys are bangers. Then there are also sneakers, this jacket. There's another one too. Personally, guys, I'm not going to be too greedy. I'm just going to take the jersey. Honestly guys, I can't wait to receive it and show it to you. After that, I took the supporter version so I won't have as many details. This jersey guys on Rashford of course Afinia on a Champions League night guys. I'm already dreaming about it. Otherwise, what do you guys think? Rand Serpens were bored. Wait, I don't know what the plan is but we're going to stop this right now. The club sees the need to get rid of at least one defender. The club's management would have preferred to sell Christensen, but the player has not received any offers and has no desire to leave, which has prompted the club to change its plan. Breaking Moro's entourage and the club does not rule out that if the player feels he is not a priority and behind Inigo and Coerzi, he could ask to leave. Barcelona is ready to negotiate. The player will not accept a secondary role and the club considers him a different player from Christensen at the Euro. That was 2 weeks ago. This year, you know what you're going to see, my prime and well, it's starting really well. Hey, I feel sorry for him but at the moment his secondary role is not going to change and secondly he's not going anywhere because now it's too late. Currently at Barca, we only have 4 defenders. Cabarsi, Inigo and Araujo and Christensen. In addition, it's true that Garcia or Koundé can help out and for the coming season, we're assuming that Koundé will be the right back and that Eric Garcia will be his replacement. So currently, knowing that to replace the 2 starters, you only have Araujo and Christensen, Barca can't afford to sell to Araujo. And when I say that, it's not to disrespect Christensen, it's just that at the moment, you only have 4 defenders and if you sell to Araujo, you'll only have 3. Knowing that Christensen, whether we like it or not, even if he's very strong and so on, we must also remember that he's a very fragile player and on top of that, last season, he missed, so to speak, 7 months out of 9. So, we're not immune to injury. Anyway, feel free to give me your opinions in the comments, so I can know what you think and I'll read it all.
Guys, we told you about a 4th jersey. There was supposed to be a 4th jersey in the classic version. Here's roughly what it should look like. Personally, if the jersey looks anything like this, I hope it's going to be blue shorts because with the red, I think it's too much. So far, in everything the guys have shown us, they've almost never gotten it wrong. The home jersey in the league since October. Well guys, it looks exactly like what he showed us today. At 9 a.m., the Black Mamba Edition jersey will be released. If you want to get it, it's on the Barca store on Nike. And if you live in Paris, guys, the Nike on the Champs-Élysées is still available as soon as it comes out. There are some things that you guys may not know, but the difference between the player version and the supporter version, you can clearly see the difference in detail. And there's another thing that you probably don't know, guys, is the difference in the printing. I'll explain the difference. This is the Champions League version of the printing with the lines inside the numbers and letters. And this, guys, is the Liga version. That's why I have the Liga patch. It's the classic printing that we're all familiar with. It's basically the same as last year's, if you like. At least now you know. There's the supporter version and the player version, but I think you already know that. But now there's the Champions League and Liga printing. Anyway, tell me what you think of the Mao. Otherwise, what do you guys think? Take us back to Snap. We're bored actually. Kobe, Barca.
It's official, FC Barcelona is teaming up for the second jersey, the away jersey, with a Kobe Bryant brand affiliated with Mike of course to pay tribute to him as it says right there on the club's press release. Actually, I'm adding that to the edit. Yes, I don't care, but clearly, in fact, you want to ruin us already Macron here. It's not easy with him. Look at the drink. Oh my gosh, my guy Frank. At the same time, here is the special Classico jersey. Apparently, I don't talk too much because before I also talked about this year's home jersey. Finally, I have it in the end. In any case, in terms of history and feeling, these 3 jerseys will remain masterclasses for about 20 years. It's all about the tragedy that happened in 2020. There you have it, may he rest in peace. By the way, be careful because when we tell you about life and the power of language, these are not jokes. He always said he wanted to die young. Oh, in any case, whatever happens, he loved FC Barcelona too much. I think he was even the one who explained to him the moment when Ronaldinho showed him a little guy over there who was really strong and who would do that for years to come. Little guy over there was none other than G, of course. So Ronaldinho was right and entered into a parallel debate. I would say that he is stronger and he is ahead of LeBron James. Jordan Kobe LeBron, no. That's my opinion anyway, that he may rest in peace. In any case, that's a banger, while I was complaining. Yeah. Araujo, what do you do among the children? What advice do you want to give the children so that they will listen? What kind of example do you set? What do you know? And then you give advice to the children. You shouldn't mix up the children's minds, huh? You have to let the little ones play with their balls in peace because I've seen other players come and give advice to the children. There are no problems today, you know what you're doing, and you come and give them advice and greet them. You don't want to lead the way, huh? You have to leave the children there in peace. You're not an example. You have to let the little ones play with their balls in peace. The kids there, we look like, in terms of defenders, we look like Hugo, Martinez, Kubasir, Kunde, but Christ, all that, but not you. The kids can't look like you, no, because of you. What did you say to the kids that, quit in front of me, quit in front of me. I don't want you. In fact, I don't want to see you. Even when I see you, I hurt, I suffer. Leave the kids there, huh? Leave the kids alone. You know what? Not even. And then, he laughs. He lets them wave. You let them wave? What? Bored.
Look at the Barca jersey, brothers. It's official, it's out. Take a good look. We're going to play in it, brothers. The away game. We have to buy it. It's beautiful. It's seriously beautiful, huh? We have to buy it. Plus, it tells a story, brothers. Look. Well, it's always good. Well, it's acceptance. Well said, I don't need to go fast. I don't need to run after it. But look around you. Get over it. So here it is, brothers, it's official. FC Barcelona will wear their new away kit from the Memba collection away against Seoul. So it's in 2 days, brothers. Come follow me on IG. I'll send you the links for the match. It's going to be awesome. They're going to look amazing on the pitch. Okay.
Barca's management has already openly stated several times that they must sell a defender because they have too many. But the lack of offers for Christensen, who was originally the player selected, could completely change the club's plans. Wait, hold on, let me explain. The club sees the need to get rid of at least one defender. The club's management would have preferred to sell Christensen, but the player has not received any offers and has had no desire to leave, which has prompted the club to change its plan. Araujo's entourage and the club do not rule out that if the player feels that he is not a priority behind Inigo and Cabarci, he could ask to leave. Barcelona is ready to negotiate. The player will not accept a secondary role and the clubs see him as a different player to Christensen. If Christensen does not leave and is not sold, it will simply create more competition for Araujo. For now, he doesn't have a starting spot and he himself has announced that this season, what is it? It's his prime. Is Araujo ready to fight to earn a starting spot and prove his worth? I can't know. I'm not in his head. And what is certain is that Christensen's situation, who hasn't received an offer from any club, who, on top of that, wants to stay. He has publicly declared that he wants to stay, complicates the task for the management, which will perhaps push them to make a painful sale. It remains to be seen. Guys, what do you think? Go back to Saint, we're getting bored. Hi, what's going on? We were supposed to stick your bonus now. That's weird. Miedo. Oro's entourage and the club don't rule out that. If the player feels that he's not a priority and behind Inigo and Cabarci, he could ask for it separately. Did you extend his contract in January? I will stick to what I said in January. My profile is very important to FC Barcelona. However, you shouldn't extend it. You just had to keep him until the end of the season since you didn't know what could happen and he got injured. By the way, he made a very good entrance against Real Madrid. He even made several interesting entrances, except that he's 26 years old. That means that when he made his mistakes against Inter and his last one against PSG, he was 25. You talk about pressing, some of you, it seems like you're fragile. A millionaire who has never watched my videos, I just noticed that at the very top level, there's a green ceiling. That's not pressing, knowing that he messed up the club during the Copa. Yeah, no, but I'll take care of the Copa. We'll talk about the extension later. Fant earns 14 million. 14 million. You're supposed to know your bonus. So we're waiting for it because I'm sorry once again given what our two central defenders have shown regarding the COP system. Chief, you're not starting first anytime soon. In fact, you allow yourself to speak as if you're comfortable in the COP system, as if you've progressed. So we can see that these two are in the COP system on the defensive side, in terms of alignment, offside and even in passing and clearance. What kind of clearance do you have to say that? Knowing that Christensen is Barca's best defender, that even Eric Garcia has moved ahead of him in the hierarchy, he came off in the 45th minute against LA Vest for a tactical problem and not due to injury like against Leganes.